Everyone. I have my server started here on the right hand side and my front end on the left hand side here. I am going to give it away. As you can see here, the word we will be trying to guess is cloud, and our current guess starts as just pretty much underscores. It's hidden. And if we navigate over to our web page, we can see this is the starting state, Hangman game. We guess a few incorrect letters. It'll let us know. And you can see that we're receiving some data from the backend here, the updated array, and nothing has changed, but it lets us know that it's been updated, right? Something updated, the user did something. Once we make a correct guess, we receive it again from the backend. However, the interesting bit is what lies within this action here. So the table is its own component. The whole web page is made in components. And I'll show you what that means. If we come over to the source code here, we'll see a few different files. We have our source folder here in our server. If we go to our server, this is pretty much what handles the database connection, all the querying to the database, the backend endpoints. And if we go to our front end, we have a few different components. The main one is app. This is a whole app. This is what first will be served by the front end. And if you see, as soon as it mounts, it fetches the home page from the back end. And it returns an HTML div with whatever it wants to render within the app. And here we only have a home page. This home page is also a component, and we will pass it whenever it hits this route, the home page route. So if we go to the home component, we see that this is pretty much the main source file. Every component has to have a render method down at the bottom. And what it returns is pretty much just HTML that wants to be shown within that component. And then you could have all kinds of functions out here, fetch to the back end, anything you really want that will help you decide what will be returned within that HTML code. That's a cool thing about React, actually. React is just a JavaScript library that allows you to do everything that JavaScript does, but it does it in components. So here, whenever you start, we will get your guess and the word from the backend, and we will set that as a state. This state is pretty much what will be handled by the table. That's what's shown by the table, whatever is guessed by the user, right? So if we go to the table component, it's a super simple component that just returns whatever is in the table. It maps a key to an item, and it's pretty much a for loop that just maps everything within that table, that iterates through the word that will be shown in that table. So if we come back, every time we guess a word here, or a letter, I'm sorry, we see we update a guess, but the guess is only the table. So we only continue to update the table itself, not the whole page. So it's super convenient because it's easy to scale. You could put this component 100 times around the web page wherever you want, and it will each have its own functionality, be individual from each other. And whenever something needs to be changed within the table, only that table will have to re-render. So that is what makes it really cool about React and being able to make web pages with it. And it is really, really convenient to be able to use this type of structure, because then you could just add whatever in a hierarchy structure, and it will be really easy to render each component individually. So I hope that this was a good explanation of how React uses components, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, guys.